There we go. All right. Hey, everybody, welcome to Street Ball to Pro. I'm Coach Ashley, my man Ballaholic will be checking in when he get home. Right now, we got my man Memphis in the building. Terrio, you know
How
what I
you doing?
mean?
How you doing? Thank you, thank you.
Good, man. We just wanted, you know what I mean? We're going to also have Glenn G. He's going to tap in with us as well. So it'll be about four of us. Today, get on. It's perfect. Me and you, we can chop it up. You know what I mean? We
Right.
go back to, man, we go how far? How many years ago? I mean, I think you was actually on my
I'm
first.
gonna say about 2016. I think that's when
Yeah.
we linked up, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
when. But we've been knowing each other since before that, though. But that's a story within itself, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah. So
it-
yeah. So you gotta make yeah. You gotta include that part in there most definitely in that.
right. So you know what I mean. For those who don't know, you know what I mean. Um, uh, this segment is called "Where They At Now." All right. So
Mhm.
like my man Memphis say, uh, we knew each other before he actually came on tour. And the crazy part was, for those, I know I don't sound like I'm from Memphis, but I am from Memphis. I'm originally born. I left Memphis when I was 10. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, by the grace of God, He gave me a platform and an opportunity with basketball, and
Amen.
what I wanted to do. I never wanted to forget where I came from. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Right.
so that was the reason those many years ago, I've been in the business almost 11, 12 years. So before 2016, before you came on a trip, I actually came home and did it was the Memphis Lions. I
Mhm.
did a workout or talk to DePaula and my
Coach Larry. Yeah.
yeah, and Coach Larry. Yeah, we sat down and talked. I met all of them, and we actually took a picture together. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly. That's why I said that's whew, well,
And that was the
That's
trip
I'm gonna
part.
let you tell it. I'm gonna let you tell it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my part. Then I'm gonna let you come in because like you the one who pointed it out to me, right? Because it was like once we was over in China, and we was building and talking, and you had brought it up. You was like, "Yo, coach," and you showed me a picture, and I was like, "Yo, look
Ooh,
at
yeah.
God, who'd have
Yeah.
known?" You know what I
Mhm.
mean? How it connected us then, and
Right.
then like a year or so later, here it is. You had the opportunity to jump on.
On the we all eat team. We all eat um animals. I say animals.
The
Right.
Admiral International team. I was early. That was I think my second year, 2016. I think we started about 2015, I believe,
Mhm.
14, 15. He was on one of my first teams, so I was still young
Fresh.
as a coach. Yeah, I was a fresh
Okay.
coach.
You
Uh,
did pretty. You did pretty good though for a coach that's starting off with a brand. And all with all the types of um, accolades that we had. Like most coaches don't have that type of resource like you did, and I just thought that was really, really, really the main point with me. Like I said, this is really interesting. Gonna be an interesting broadcast, and really can't wait to get into it. Because
man,
man, it's gonna
you
get
know, what I
good.
mean? So we gonna get into it, right?
Right.
Because, like I said, for those who didn't know, like in Memphis, I was at home. You know what I mean? I had came home. I went through a divorce, uh,
Mm,
and during that time, and that's
right.
what I love. Like folks don't understand. We have a relationship outside of basketball.
Amen.
You
Amen.
know,
And
and
the most important thing at all is what's outside that port, and that's what makes it. That's what holds the brand together. But mainly for me.
That's dope. I mean, and I appreciate that. And that is real talk because that's one thing, you have folks, players you still talk to, what I mean, that met
Mhm,
on a trip and we still connected. And you and I,
mhm.
we still like years, decades, what I mean, still later. Where at that time, I don't even think you didn't have your son. I know you didn't have your son at that time.
No, no, I didn't have a son at that time. I think maybe I think the second time that I came with y'all, I think that's
Okay.
when yeah, that's when I had my son, right? Yeah,
So
that's when I had
I,
my son.
I'm gonna let you because I know Ballaholic, he just texted me, so he's gonna be jumping on. Let me
Okay,
see.
okay.
Let me go ahead and resend
Let's
him.
see, let's see. He trying to come in too as well.
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna be on here as well. So he's my.
Okay.
I mean, me and him, we're partnered in this with the Street Ball to Pro with his background, and
Mhm.
so him and I are partners on this that we got going on. So let me get him on because I wonder if they changed the link
I'm
since I.
sorry about my camera, man. Is kind of shaky, so hopefully I can see you pretty well.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see you, my man. So, uh, hold on. Let me see. He said, did it end? I'm like, nah, it ain't end. Let me go back to my little stream yard. It was crazy. That's how I know that God is about to use this platform, this one here. Cause I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, everything was good. Internet was good. I was all on the computer. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
it dropped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? I'm trying to reset. And
Right.
I had to literally do everything. I mean, just like start pray, God, come on. You know what I mean?
Look, I mean, that's what I did before the broadcast, you know? I mean, that's why I said this I'm excited about this opportunity to be able to speak, to the people, like I said, it's not just about me. This is about me giving back, and that's what it's all about with me at this time. And so, uh, can't wait to get started and get into it with everybody. Link in.
Okay, so I just sent it to Ballaholic again, and I'm gonna send it to G. So I know he just got home. He had some dental work done yesterday, so we had to run and go get some meds, and so now he should be back at the house. But yeah, like I said, I really, because man, like yeah, bro, you're one of the folks who know what
Yeah.
I've been through, who was there. You know what I mean? That we chopped it up and talked
Yeah.
when I was at home and passing through. We had a lot of questions. You know what I mean? We was both growing back then. We both grew. Even to now. With the things in God and just as men. And so that was another reason why I was excited to. Here we go. Holla, holla. Let me get him on. All right, my man. Let me see.
Ball, let the hawk.
Let me see. Glenn. Nah. That's let me see. Internet, sir.
I think it's the weather, because it's been raining here in Memphis for the last couple of days. So I don't know if it has something to do with the weather.
Well, I mean, let's see. He's in Cali though, and it's thinking. So as soon as he tap in, you know what I mean? Because Glenn, when he get on, he can jump on. But once the ball and Holly, you can get this mug going. I want you to just, just go in, have a guy just really lead. You know what I mean? I think that's the other thing too for those who check out the podcast, the interview is, I'm always stand on. That's the only reason I'm still here. That's the only reason that the Admirals have done what it's been able to do for the last decade for, men like yourself and even for myself, you know what I mean, to be able to be a part of you all's life. And
Right.
so I stand on that. Okay. Here's a little, like, leave let me see. I'm out of column. It's thinking, sir. Let's see if I remove it. So I'm gonna try it again. Okay. Uh, You good? Because man, it was the same thing. That's how I know God is about to do something with this show here. Because I'm like, man, I went down. I just finally got up, and yours was thinking. So, y'all, y'all got a heat wave. Okay, 90. Yeah, 90 degrees in October. That's crazy.
That's actually good weather. Good weather.
So I'm gonna
They got
you try to. I'm gonna. I guess try to log back in. See. Okay. Okay. So yeah, go ahead. I guess try it. We're on. I'm gonna see. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. He gonna try again.
okay. Okay.
Because like you said, he's in Cali. He's in San Francisco, and so
Mm.
it's like they having a heat wave. They're in the 90s. Y'all got rainstorm. You know what I mean?
Right, right. That's what I was saying. But, I'm from Cali too, so um, I understand about that. About that environment over there, the weather over there. I was raised in Cali, Oceanside.
Oh, okay.
hmm
Okay.
So I was born in Memphis and raised in Cali
Mm,
as well. Yeah.
got you.
Right, 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 right.
Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just like how you were born in Memphis and then you left Memphis and then you went live somewhere else. I think it's good to go outside your city. I think that's very important when you playing basketball.
Right.
When we talk, when we talking about basketball, because you get to see, you know, like other players how they perform. You get to see, the you know other levels of the game. Instead of just around your environment. You'll notice that there are other talented people. They're more. Uh, they have a more better jump shot than you, or they play better than you, as far as uh, playmaking wise. So I
Right.
think it's very important to go outside your element. Far as like um, in this case basketball. Just saying for youth that's striving to play basketball, go to college, and play overseas and the NBA. I think it's very important for kids to play AAU, right? AAU, you get to go and play different states
Right.
and sometimes, countries, right? Depending on your sponsor. So that most definitely helped me
Okay.
uh going out of my element. You know what I'm saying? When I was raised in Canada, I was able to play with other different ethnic of people,
Right.
right? Yeah, yeah. So not having that perception of, oh well, our race is just only good, right? You know, um, Memphis is more majority of black people. So
Yes.
right. So when you're able to go outside your element and be able to see other races, whites, Hispanics, Chinese, you know, um, they are hooping. I just have to give, like I said, this bar class is going to be interesting because I have to keep it real, and because a lot of ball players, they come into this how you say, this pathway. They think and they have their own perception of what it is. And so
Right.
I'd like to give them a real reality check, and let them know, like, man, this is what you can't come in here with this sort of mindset, and also these are you know, this is the process of what you're gonna have to do to get it. But it's also gonna have to take hard work, right? And not just hard work, but consistency,
Yes.
discipline. You
Yeah.
know, all those are mainly the main fundamental of really basketball. And so that's why I said, man, I can't wait to really get it started, get juicy in it. So
Yeah, we gonna just dive in because he's having some issues with his phone, and so you know what I mean.
it's
Uh,
all good. It's all good. We gonna keep it rolling. But God, God is good all the time. Like I said, God is good all the time. I'm telling you that all the time.
Real talk. And so, like I said, we're gonna get into it. Man, let's. Well, I want to start honestly is just like I remember meeting you in a sense when I met you. I met you the first time. You know what I mean. Uh, at the gym or whatever.
At the gym, yeah, we was at the gym, right? Yep.
Right?
Mhm.
And at that time, I'm about to say I don't think. Yeah, I'm about to say I might have went overseas. I think one time by that time, and then I had went back. I came back to Washington, and opportunity came back again. And I remember reaching out to, I believe the Paula or Coach
Mhm.
Larry, and was
Right.
saying, "Hey, I need a player because one of the things was I wanted to bridge that gap. I wanted to put on for my town. I wanted to say, hey,
Right.
God has blessed me. Like I tell people all the time, all I ever wanted was an opportunity. And so now God
Amen.
put me in a place to give people opportunities. And so, of
Right.
course, coming from Memphis, and I was just in Memphis, you know what I mean, about a year and a half ago, stayed down there about 9 months or so before I ended up moving back. And so I had a chance to really see. I hadn't been home in like 30 years like that, to live and just to see what was going on at home. You know what I mean? And so it was a thing even back then, wanting to show love and then being able to meet. Oh yeah, this is gonna be just me and you today because look, God ain't let nobody on this
Man,
side.
man, that's how special it is. That's how it was. Just me and you at the time. It was just me and you. That's how it was. So maybe this to be me. It just needs to be you and I. How
I
about
believe
that?
yeah, that's what it is because G he just hit. It says something went wrong. He can't log on. So that's what time it is. You know what I mean? So man, let's just like that's why I said let's go in it because me and you, like I said, you coming over to China, and at that time, I think we were probably we were still young. Like I said, with
Yeah,
the fact
yeah,
that
yeah. Mm-hmm.
we had won, we was on the track. We won like for 3 years or so in a row. You know what I mean? Just
Mm-hmm.
winning everywhere. So the guys that you had a chance to play with, those were some of them. They was used to certain things that happen. You know how we run things in Washington, and then of course with those tours, I would find different people to give opportunities, and you was one.
Amen. Yes, you was. You was.
And so I want you to speak, you know what I mean, on like what kind of impact, even though that was our first time and we was getting to know each other, but we turned around, we did it again. And and actually he was a part of one of the best teams I ever had. That was the black team where we beat Super League Russia, we beat the CBA, we beat the
Yeah, that team
yeah,
right there. Boy, that was right there. That was I like that trip. I love that trip. That trip actually. Yeah,
yes.
it was really fun. Yeah, well, I'm gonna let you continue though.
So I want you to go ahead and start, just speak on because that was our first trip. We'll start with the first trip because that's
Mhm.
where
That's
you
when we had Coach Steve. Forgive me.
uh
Uh, Coach. Then we had Coach Steven. Coach
coach
Steve. Was
ooh,
he was he there on our first one or on the second one? I believe he was on the first one.
the second one. He was on the second because he was with us with Russia. Coach
Okay. Okay.
golly, I know his name. He
What
was
was
on
the other assistant
Coach S.
coach that you had? The
Coach
coach you
S.
had. Yeah, you had the other coach with you on the
That's
first one,
right.
then Coach Mike, and then the
Yeah,
other one,
Coach S.
was Coach
Yeah,
J, Coach
S.
A,
Coach S.
who?
Coach S.
Coach S, right? Okay, Coach
Yeah,
S, yeah, him, yeah,
oh,
him,
yeah,
right, right,
he was always clowning on him.
yeah, right, yeah, he was different, and that's why I said that this is really is going to be me, I have to keep it real, that's the only way I have to, so because I'm my own individuality,
Right.
right? I'm my own self, right? So I have to tell them, how I got there and how this to come to be,
Right.
and so that's why I say I consider you one of the greatest coaches I ever had, right?
I
Not
appreciate
because of the opportunity, but because how you coach, right?
that.
So I get to that in a little bit, after I start off with yeah, like when I met you, you came to Memphis and we took a picture,
Yeah.
and that's when I was playing ABA ball, right? Or
Yep.
like some of right from Memphis Lions,
Yeah.
and I sat there, took a picture with you. um, I say this is gonna be funny. I say maybe after I have my son, no, not that I have my son, but I guess after I had stopped playing for you for a bit, yeah, maybe after I had my son, I sent you a picture like, "Coach, look, you remember this picture?" I said, I ain't even know we took a picture together when you came down here, you know." And so, that right there, was like was shocking to me that like I ran to I took a picture with this man, and didn't even know, right? And so that's why that taught me a very lesson to always respect people, my more. Oh, there we go.
That's G.
What's
What's up?
good? What's
Okay,
good?
okay,
How y'all
okay.
be?
No,
Good.
we
How
doing
you
good,
doing?
brother. How are you, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm really doing real good. I'm tired, but I'm
I
pushing.
know that's right, man. Look, I tell people all the time, all my life I had to fight. You heard
Come
me?
on. Hello. Come on.
Been
Good.
fighting.
I, I appreciate y'all, everybody who tapped in. Street Ball to Pro. These are two of my guys. This is, like I said, for us, it's way bigger than basketball. You know
Come
what I mean?
on.
Yes.
Basketball might have brought us together. That was the tool. But these are men that I rock with off the court, business, life, whatever. You know what I mean? Where I can
Right.
call, they got my back, and vice versa. You know what I mean? And so that's another reason why I'm doing what we're doing, because they've been around the game. You know what I mean? And they can tell you, you start talking about real opportunities or just real people. You know what I mean? And just how the industry works itself. And so the segment is where they at now. G, he's a designer. He actually, what I mean, hooks me up on different things. So we're gonna speak on all of those. So, like I said, G, you went to China with me.
Yes, sir.
So, and then Turio, Memphis, you went to China 2 times.
Shishi,
Yep.
ni hao.
Hey, what's crazy is that to be in a whole nother country, and then your boy's like, "Yo, I'm out. I'm about to be out there." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, pull up.
Yeah, exactly.
Pull up then."
Exactly. That's when you
You
really get turned up when your boy can come out there and he say, "I'm about to pull up too." Man,
Come
that's
on.
dope. Yo, that's
Yeah.
dope. Yes.
Look, he pulling up. Then we flying to a whole nother country. Okay, let's
Yep,
do it. You
real
know.
talk. And,
Exactly.
and that was the thing with G. Even I remember with G, we was like, we need help. I was like, yo, G, I got about this many players. I need A, B, and C. He was like, too easy. You know what I mean? Because he was already in China and he made phone calls and he had got me a squad. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was a thing too, because y'all know at that level, you're playing CBA, top level, you know what
Right.
I mean?
Yeah.
And you just can't go overseas with cats that's, they call themselves pros. They
Right.
playing pro.
Right. Right. Right.
You know,
Right.
Off top.
Yeah.
Yep.
and so that was it. One of the things, like I said, hit him up, boom, we linked up, and man, we had fun. You know what I mean? It was, we had our moments. We took some lumps until you got Tim, you got the other guys. You had to make some calls because early we took some lumps at first, our first game or two, and then we
Yeah.
like call some reinforcements.
Right. Right. Because bro, when you put together a team, you can put together an all-star cast, but that don't mean nothing because cats got their own agendas, and then the chemistry, and you don't know how this guy plays, and you know.
Yes, that part. And
Yep.
that's why I said, and that's why I really said that that year that I had with you, Coach Ashley, I think it was that first year, the first tour, when I went on with Wani, Looney, when we beat the CBA team, when we played with us against Spain and Luke ran them in the tournament,
Yeah.
I had a a relationship with those kids, off the court, and that's very important. We all had a kind of mindset, about really sharing, like really like going out there and making our mark, because this was Coach Ashley's uh first time going over there, right? I think at the year at that time.
That was the second, because the first time, and that was
Yeah,
my second time. So when you're early in this game and everybody, I'm telling y'all go to China. China is a big money maker out there.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you ain't winning, you ain't producing. Yep, you ain't producing.
Right.
You know what I
And,
mean?
and it's legit, and you wouldn't think that it's nothing of it, and that's why I say that I'm honored to be on this broadcast, because most young men wouldn't take it seriously, because as men, we're striving for this goal and to play basketball to get a contract, and yet you got some coaches or some agents where they just about to take your money, and and it's prone to trust. And so that's why I say I thank God. I thank the Lord Hashem in the name of Jesus for Coach Ashley, because he's the type of Mr. Glenn, you and I are the type of people that work hard and pray to God for people like Coach Ashley that can, that can start a business, start a brand, and give people opportunities, right, to showcase their skills, right, and so, and that's why I said when I was playing ABA ball for Memphis Lions in Memphis, I didn't have a lot of media, right, we didn't have a lot of sponsors. However, I only had the God, I had the Lord, at my side. And so that's why I said for Coach Ashley for taking the opportunity on me, and who am I? And that's just the question, who am I? To say, I deserve that opportunity, right? And so to be able to be in that position was a very honor for me. And so most people would love to be in that position, to have that opportunity to play, to show your skills in another country and actually represent your country, really, because you really representing United States, because you're in America, and when you over there, you're a black, especially you're a black man, and they look at us like, wow, man.
Yeah.
Like when I landed there, they got their phones out like this, and I'm sitting here like, wow, I'm somebody, so we don't understand that. And that's why I say I just want to give people, uh, the youth, or people that's striving for that goal, a reality check, their perception of what's going on out here, so, man, I was, I'm really, like I said, I thank the Lord. I say it like every day, like I thank the Lord for the opportunity, because He allowed me to see things. I experienced humility. That's another thing about the tour. I gained humility so much that when I came back to Memphis, it was a struggle for me to relate to people in Memphis.
Wow.
In my own time, even with my own family, my own personal family, I developed so much that I changed, and I knew that, man, it was for the good. But like I said, that's what basketball did for me. It helped me be a better man. It helped me see, the world, for the world, for kind of the way it is. So like I said, Coach Ashley, you said, uh, after basketball, where we at, right? So, I'm, giving other kids opportunity, to reach their dream. That's why I work for youth opportunity.
Come
You
on.
see, so everything right now that we've been talking about opportunity, just know that, man, I'm, like God is working, even right now, because that's all I ever wanted was an opportunity. And so for me to be able to, I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, I need income, right? Because all I knew was basketball.
Right.
That's all I was, growing up, basketball, Dragon Ball Z, and basketball, Dragon Ball Z, and 2K was my world, like growing up, you know what I'm saying? So, I knew that I had to do something outside of basketball, and now I said main thing is really giving back. And so for me to get back to the youth and inspire them in their dream, because you're not supposed to believe in my dream. It's like if I'm shooting a shot, who got more faith in my shot, me or you? Right? I gotta believe in that shot,
Come
right?
on. Yeah.
So I want to tell the kids, like, pursue happiness. If you got a dream, don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. It's your dream.
Yeah.
Stop telling people your dream. You know what I'm saying? That's your passion. And so that's what I had. I never gave up. I had people tell me that I wasn't gonna make it, especially in Memphis, my hometown. People like, oh, I wasn't good, I wasn't gonna get no scholarship, or I wasn't gonna, like, they couldn't believe because the type of person I was. And so, but the main thing is that, like I said, I just want people to really hear me, and this is very important, is you got to believe in yourself. You have to
Very
believe
true.
in yourself. You
Very
got
true.
to. And
Yep.
so, by me believing myself, um, Coach Ashley was in the midst, not even knowing that, right? And then next, I get a call from Coach Ashley saying that, hey, I would like to give you an opportunity to play for my team. So and that's when a lot of doors started opening. And then and Coach Ashley, he believed in me. He was like, hey Memphis, I like the way you play hard, go out there and play your game. Some coaches will hold your game back. Some coaches don't allow you to play your game, what I'm saying, like that. But Coach Ashley, though, like say he's from Memphis, you got certain coaches that know you, what I'm saying, that trust you. And when you have that relationship with your coach, then they understand it. Man, I think that's why most teams win, like NBA, like Curry. Like Curry has a great relationship with Steve Kerr, if you notice that. Right? He has a great relationship with Clay Thompson, basically with all his teammates. And that's the type of relationship I have with Coach Ashley. Right now, Coach Ashley, out this phone right now, out this broadcast, Coach Ashley asked me for something. It's gonna stay between him and me. He, what I'm saying, he know that he can tell me something or ask me something, and I got him. And
Yeah.
it's that respect. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what makes a great team. And that's why I said chemistry and respect is very important in basketball, and not just skill. Not just your ego. Well, I know I can shoot the ball, or I'm cold. I can do this. Or I'm gonna score over 30 points when I get overseas. That's not gonna happen. You know, uh, no, get that out your mind. These people overseas are really good.
Yeah.
They're very coordinated,
They
intelligent,
skilled. They
strong.
hungry. They hungry over there, boy.
Man,
Nigga.
that's why I said the reality, the perception of you going over there and you thinking you gonna do this, man, you gotta run. These folks setting screens, they setting plays. And you're in front of a lot of people, and it's real big out in China. Look, I didn't know China was really fond of basketball. Like, man, how you say basketball in Chinese? Lancho or something like that?
Lancho. Yep.
Yeah,
Lancho.
Lancho.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
Yeah.
Lancho.
You still remember that? Yeah.
That's
Lancho.
what I said.
Shit. I forgot that shit. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. Oh
Yeah.
my
Lancho. Lancho.
lunch.
Yep.
I still
Yep.
remember some of my words though. Like, I be down here and I be going to the Chinese place and I be like, ni hao, what I'm saying? They be like, oh, you know Chinese? And they try to, and I do that just try to get a discount, what I'm saying? Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't.
Come on. That's how you do it, though.
Yeah,
Hey, you networking, man.
oh my God.
You know.
Yeah.
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 It's nice for you to speak on all that, though, man. At the end of the day, I call Ashley Mr. Opportunity.
Wow.
He's on a different level. He's
Yes.
here to serve.
Yes.
We
Most
all
definitely.
here to
And his
serve. We just don't
vibration
know.
is on a different level, yes,
Yeah.
than most people that trying to give people that opportunity. Like, he's actually reaching out to you, helping you get your passport. You
Come
know what I'm
on.
saying? Putting you
Come
on
on.
game. You know what I'm saying? Actually communicating with you. I will say this though, at first I was like, I didn't trust it. Like I said, I had to keep it real. Because you know,
I remember.
like,
Yep.
when it comes when it involves in money,
Yeah.
you get kind of iffy a little bit, right? Right.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. Now, when you go on most tours, you're gonna have to spend a lot of money.
Mm.
On the tour that I went on with you, Coach Ashley, I didn't have to spend that much money on your tour, and I got paid for it. So
Yep.
it's like I got my money back.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? So it was a good investment. The thing is, though, like I said, is that I ran the people that always try to, say, well, I know this and I know that and I know this. You know, if you give me this, I'll get you to know. Right? And so, and I'm sitting here like when you constantly hearing that, it's kind of hard to get overseas because you're gonna need connects. You need connects. And that's something like a player, like for myself, that doesn't have that. And so that's why I said for Coach Ashley to be real, you know what I'm saying? Because we got most men that taking men money, they going overseas paying $2,000, and when they get down there, they slump down there. You see what I'm saying? And so, and that was almost me. That was almost me like that. You know, I went on one tour and the guy wasn't honest about what he was doing. So that's what I said. Coach Ashley, when he doing business, it's legit. That's all I have to say. If someone say that, hey, I'm trying to go overseas, I recommend them Coach Ashley. I recommend him every time because he's the guy that's going to keep it real. He's going to get you over this. He's going to get you an opportunity. All you got to do is to show up and do what you're supposed to do. That's it. Oh,
Yeah.
got somebody else.
Well, trying to get him in. He
Tap in.
yeah, hopefully his internet will work. But talk to me, G too, right? Because see, the thing is, Memphis must be my biggest thing. Follow
There he is. What's going on, brother?
he froze. Let me see. Almost Holly. But I think one of the things like G,
Boy took a selfie, didn't
he did look
Well,
G. First part with G, I remember G when you were still paid, and I was trying to get you in when I first got started. You know what I mean? And I was like,
okay.
yeah. So G's from out here, right? So G used to play on the Rampage when I first got started with the business. You know, like I said, well, if you go back to the history, you know what I mean? So he played against me, and then he joined me, you know what I mean? And here it is a decade plus, and we still rock together, we work together, you know what I mean? Anything go down, that's what I love about real, you know what I mean? Real friends, cats that something don't sound right. Let me go to the source. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I can say. G always kept it real. You know what I mean? Just like you, I can call him or whatever's going on. If there's a recommendation, G will be like, "Yo," you know what I mean? So I'm gonna let you talk, G. You know what I mean? Because you know.
I mean, just to piggyback off that, the relationship was just real from the get go. So we already know what that was about. Your energy was good. So from the Admirals days when I was playing against you, like you said, and with the Japan team as well. So it was never nothing. And you was working with the same people I was working with. So it was that's how it works. So I was good with that, man. And your slogan, we all eat. That says a lot.
Yeah.
And it's true. It ain't nothing. Look, it ain't nothing fraudulent about that. So again, just to piggyback off of everything, bro, it's real talk on Ashley's side. It's a real dude, real organization.
Yeah.
Mr. Opportunity. So
And that's like you said, for those, this is what 10, 12 years now, going on 12 years in the business. So if you think about it, being able to evolve for over a decade and what's going on and still be relevant. You know what I mean? And
after COVID.
That part.
Ooh, boy. Put a
Something like
hamper
that.
in
He said,
everybody's shit.
man, after COVID, boy, you ain't lying, boy. That's why I said, oh boy.
Yeah,
Man, that's when I lost my family and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So look, they don't call it the pandemic for no reason. Cause boy,
Oh,
you're gonna be panicking. You're gonna be
come
panicking.
on.
Man, child support something serious, boy. I tell you
Man. Bro, it
that.
stopped everybody's
You
motion.
say where we at now?
Yeah. You know?
it really did. Everybody,
Y'all know I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
that 2020, I
On
just
the road, you know what I'm saying? We just joke. You know, that's what we do all day. You just joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
2020, that, like you said, I mean, I actually retired. I had walked away, you know what I mean, from basketball in 2020. You know, for those, and I ain't one of those that to be ashamed. I went through a divorce. You know what I mean?
Right.
I lost everything.
Yeah,
And
yeah. There you go.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know I was broke. You know, like some real. You know what I mean? So, that's how I ended up getting like 20. Those who don't want it, that's my, my players, people like that. That's who was there with me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Cash that it went all over the world, and I can tell right now, gee, if I needed something, hey, even if it's money, hey, I need help. That's like, what's up with it? You know what I mean? And that right here, you know what I mean? When it comes to that, I'm not ashamed of none of it. That's why I'm so thankful for y'all, because y'all helped me to stay in the right mind or in a place that encourage enough to come back and do what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And even now, as I'm coming back, I still reach out to y'all and say, hey, like, gee, he got one of the coldest clothing brands that's out right now. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
Oh, most deaf. You know what I mean? I rock those. That's why I sit there. It's like whenever my gear come out, I'm like, gee, hey, I need your help. You know what I mean?
Come on.
And he hooked me up with the quality, and I got my new edition of line that's coming out. That's gonna be super fresh. That's working out. You know what I mean? But it was one of those I trusted. You know what I mean? If I didn't trust him, I couldn't do it, especially at this game. Y'all already know your circle got to be small. You know what I mean?
Man. It's a cold game out here. For real. But yeah, with the elite culture, man, you can trust and believe that I'm going to go hard like I was going hard for mine, cuz
Yeah.
my reputation's on the line, So,
Elite
just give me a minute. I get creative.
Elite Culture is my new brand that my man G, he's my designer that I teamed up with to help bring this out. So tomorrow I'm actually gonna put out what he's some examples that he's doing, and I'm expecting it to be, if not, it's about one of the biggest things out here, to be honest. You know what I mean? Just because of who I'm dealing with, who I'm working
Bet.
with is with you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And like you said, you treating it as if it's yours. You're not like,
Yes.
no. You call me, hey, what about this? What about that? So, and I recommend y'all looking for somebody or whatever, tap into my man G. You
Come
know,
on. Yeah, I'm here. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, you already know what it is.
man, because you went from playing hoop to, and that's the smart thing. So that's the thing too that we always say, right? We can't play basketball forever. You know what I mean?
True.
And that was one of the things I slowly came out of the game of hooping to being an owner. And then I was like, yeah, I can still hoop, but let me pour into the kids. You know what I mean? So all of what I have left now, I pretty much just train and pour into other folks. I'm not too worried about me trying to get out there and do this and do that. I made that transition, and that's what all of us had to do. You know what I mean? You get to that age where you like your body ain't quite holding up, or whatever it may be. You got a family, which we all do. You know what I mean? So now you got to take care of it. And so, tell us about your business, because I know you came out with your brand, and then all of a sudden, man, I'm looking out. You got all kind of stuff going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So I originally had an app in the App Store. It was a training app. So long story short, I got scammed,
Oh,
right? So, I went and got the LLC, I got the Duns and Bradstreet number, all that,
yeah.
business accounts, and I'm like, oh, this is how we doing it. 2 racks gone like that. I said, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got the LLC, so what am I gonna do? Well, let me design some shorts. I came up with some little shorts. Cats ate it up. I said, okay, huh? Let me come out with some hoodies and some sweats. Boom, came out decent. After that, started coming out with more things, and then it took off. Cats were really on it like that. Man, I made small quantities. I made it to the point where the small quantities was, you got to get it right now. So that was the game right there. And once I hit him with that, it was over. And I just kept making stuff. Kept making stuff, bro. What's up, bro? Yeah. But just stay creative. Kept networking. And I realized too that when you first starting off, cats don't believe in you.
Real talk.
They just don't. They got to see it to believe it. And
Amen.
yeah, and I knew in Seattle nobody was really gonna support me, so I didn't tell nobody I was doing it.
Mhm.
Most people didn't even know I was doing it till sometime late last year and this year.
Oh,
Okay, I
wow.
was already 4 years in the game, right? So my point with all that being said is that these cats here, your friends and family, they'll say they support, but they really don't. They don't even, they get kind of jealous at the end of the day. Friends and
Yep.
family, they do.
Yep.
So I started attacking the outside markets, other states where cats don't know me,
Smart. Yep.
other countries.
Yep.
I'm tapping
Right.
in. Yeah, I'm tapping in. So
That's
that's how I
that's
did
that's
it.
what's up. That's what's up. That's what's
Yeah.
up right there.
Started
Yeah.
outside, brought it back inside. Now the town wants to mess with me a little bit more. They still don't like me. You know, you know what I'm
He keep
saying?
it
You know how
real,
it goes.
boy. He keeping it
Yep.
real.
That's
Yeah.
why
Yeah,
I'm messing with you.
yeah.
Look,
I feel you, my brother. I feel you. I
that's
tell you,
what it
man.
is, though.
You don't know who don't like you.
Oh,
Even a blind man know when somebody don't like
come on. I know what it is. And look,
you.
the cool part about me is that I don't give a fuck. I know you don't like me. I know you don't like me.
Yeah.
Nigga too swaggy,
Yeah.
still get bitches, got money, and everything I'm making is filthy. Niggas don't like that. That's how I feel about my shit though.
No.
You gotta have that. You gotta have that. So, it's just the confidence is what kept it going.
Got you.
We all had our rough patches. I hit my rough patches too. You know,
Yeah.
but you got to stay consistent. You fell off for a minute. I didn't even know you. Actually, I didn't even know you lost a passion for what you was doing. I didn't even know that. So you was going through some stuff. But
Yeah.
and I know how we get down. We don't talk to nobody. We kind of just we ain't got nobody to talk to anyway. Really,
Right.
who's there? Nobody.
Yep.
Okay. So you got to figure it out. We dig ourselves out the holes when we get back on track. I done been there already. We all done been there, done that. So we know what's up.
No,
But
that's
Mr. Opportunity came back and still giving out opportunities.
and that was my thing, G. It was a thing where, like I said, God brought me out of that out of that 2020. You know what I mean? I came back. I've been here about a year and a half. You know what I mean? And like you said, the the idea was after what I was doing so much here, and you said I started to see the hate around, you know what I mean? Catchers like talking crazy or whatever. Spike, we beating everybody and giving people opportunities and all of that. But it was
Yeah.
still like the support wasn't really there. And it was like some people feel entitled and all of that. And so I was like, okay, let me go outside. And that's where Memphis, I started going to Louisiana, Texas. And so now everybody back in Washington, you live on the show, what's up? And that was the fun part, going outside where folks don't know you. Building your brand, and that's what I was doing was building a brand on the outside, giving people opportunities. And then the guys that I had that I was rocking with that, they stayed with me. You know what I mean? And then so now coming back, it's one of those things now where look, cats still in Washington is one of those. I don't not to say they feel entitled, but it's one of those everybody wants something for nothing. You know, I'm
Yeah.
like, how is that? I'm gonna just put you on.
Yeah. And we'll get mad at you.
Facts. Facts.
Come on.
And that's so real. I put people on, gave them opportunities to get mad when you hold them accountable. That's the big stuff. Hold them accountable for their part. You know what I mean? And then, oh no. You. And I'm like, you know what? I don't have to do anything. I'm the one who's giving you an opportunity. And that's what I try to tell players. I say, you gotta think about it, think of it like this. I own the team. You know what I mean? I own the business. You know what I mean? So you want to do whatever you want to do, I can choose to work with you. I can choose not to. I don't have to work with you. You know what I mean? And so I have more than enough people, and because of the integrity, you know, of who I am in the business, it speaks for itself. No matter what you go and tell people, how you feel or whatever, everybody's gonna know. Here it is, a man in Memphis who's known me for I don't know how long. You know what I mean? You, both of y'all, damn near a decade. You know what I mean? Y'all have known me on and off the court, and I can call y'all right now and say, hey, I'm in town, or I need A, B, and C. So that right there speaks on, you know what I mean? And so I think that
Yeah. Because you know that, man, like I said, the whole thing about me, my mindset about basketball, like when you look at the basketball, right, you got like lines on it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and like those lines represent like for me, like the nations, like different people, different races, and those nations come together. You know what I mean? And so, and that's what it's all about. You know, just like, like, like for me to experience something outside of not only my, you know, like the state, you know, but like outside the country. Like, think about this. I'm outside the country.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like, you gotta understand, like, that's a blessing, you know, to be able to, like, most people, like in my position in Memphis, because you from Memphis.
Yep, I was about to say special. Yeah.
So you gotta understand how I feel right now. You know, this for me to come out of Memphis and for me to be able to enjoy that, enjoy the food. You know, let's talk about the culture. You know, let's talk about like how when I was down there and I'm seeing uh you know how they potty train their kids. You know, they leave a hole like the little hole behind the kid. You know what I'm saying? And they just squat down in the middle of the sidewalk. And you just walking and just scoop in his pee. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting here like, wow, you know, like this is, you know, okay, you know, like at first you look at it and you like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a public bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. You know, or let's go somewhere else. But they do that, you know what I'm saying? And so what else? Like I remember I tried to give a lady, you know, like she was a house cleaning and I tried to give her some money and she was like, no, you know what I mean? No, you know what I mean? It's just like I said, the different type of culture, you know, the people down there is different. I understand why some of us players are not reaching our goal because of our attitude.
Oh man,
Yeah. Like
man, nigga, man, you ain't said, man, you said a whole lot. You got to understand where they from. All this technology and apartments and using a bathroom, a restroom, and sitting on the toilet, that's new to them still. Cats are still out there in China living in the villages.
Yes.
But they don't show you.
Yeah.
Okay. So they
That
take
part.
they don't take they take everything for what it is. We take shit for granted.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And we
Yes.
want to have an attitude about this and attitude about that.
Yep.
And half the time you niggas can't fight and you just
No.
all talk.
You want to shoot, right?
You know.
So and like I said, when I realized, like I said, morally the tour, I feel like it was more of a lesson for me than for me to go down there and you know, like
Oh, it's an experience. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You wouldn't have an experience.
Yeah, like I really had a real life experience. Like I said, it changed my mindset, and I think that's what it's supposed to do. I mean, I mean, like if you didn't get nothing from that, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like what you come down there for. You know what I'm saying? You know, like it, cause
But guess what? I bet you there's some niggas that came down there and didn't learn shit.
No, they didn't. You know what I'm saying?
The mental. Yeah.
A few. I said you said some. So that's why I said we gonna just keep it like that. Some. Some make it done, but you don't need none.
Yep, come on. Yep.
So
That's real.
that's why I said I developed humility, you know, and like in the Bible, you know, it talks about humility. And without had humility, integrity, and discipline, man, and you're not gonna have it. Like I went down there and right, and I'm down there with the kids, signing on. That is something that I didn't usually do. But for me to go down there and sign kids' autograph and I, you know what, and I said, you know what, man, a part of me didn't feel deserved. Like a part of me was like, man, you know, I
Right,
know I'm
right,
here,
right.
I know I'm here, but man, I don't deserve it because truth be told, I didn't get there. I didn't get there. There were more people. I have to admit this. I have to confess it. There were more people that worked harder than me.
Mm.
There were more people that that deserved that spot. There were more people that were more consistent than I was, and so I had to have that mindset. You know, because I didn't want to lose myself. You know, I remember telling myself when I was remembering I was on the streets, right? I was living outside, and I remember a guy helping me on my feet, and usually I eat from the dollar menu, right? And then after that he said, "Well, get what you want." I was like, "Bet," uh, so I got a meal, right? I
Come
got a
on.
combo, right? You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I get a combo, I get a fries and a drink. I said, like, if you ain't got no money, you get, a spicy chicken sandwich and a dollar fry, right? But this man said I get a meal, right? I was like, bet. So, but a part of me always had this mindset, like, well, I didn't want to enjoy. I didn't want to enjoy I didn't want to be comfortable and I didn't want to be comfortable enjoying that stuff, like enjoying the good, like enjoying how you say, like enjoy lobster and all the
Yeah, yeah.
extravagant, you know what I'm saying, and
Right,
get hooked
right.
on and not lose myself, lose that
No, you won't
humbleness.
do that. Yeah, you won't
It,
do that. You have
at
enough humility to
some
know.
point you will. Like I did drifted away a little bit.
If you have enough understanding, okay, and enough experience to understand, and if you read a lot and you read the Bible, yeah,
Right.
you right though. It can happen.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
get it twisted. You get a little
Yes.
beside yourself.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
I
That's the only
feel
thing
it.
I'm saying. Right.
It's
Yeah.
just like when you put on some shit. You put on a whole fit, put some lotion on, your cologne. I'm out. I'm dipped. I'm
Oh yeah.
feeling
It's over with.
myself.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. That part.
Okay.
That part. Right.
So,
You're right.
but then sometimes you got to be that person. You got to know how to check yourself.
Yeah.
And
I check myself every day.
Every day.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Every day. I'm
Yes.
still gonna
Yes.
feel myself, but I gotta check
Yes.
myself too.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gotta
Yes.
be a balance.
There you go. And that's what it's about. And that's why I said that when I was talking about attitude, like when we on the court, like you scoring the ball, right? And you talking every play, yeah, nigga, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, pow, all these type of language in their face. These folks not gonna take you over there.
No. Oh
No,
no.
you can't be talking that over there, doing all that.
Oh,
So this is why I say that the perception, the mindset of these youth now, when we have to tell them because like John Morant, you know what I mean? Like that's the reason why Derrick
That's
Rose is
y'all's
over there.
boy right there. Where he from? Ain't he from what? Is he from Virginia or something, or Tennessee?
he ain't from Tennessee, but he represents it. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Yeah.
Hmm.
We love him out there.
You
Hmm.
know, but no disrespect to John Morant. I only say John Morant because they're attacking him because of because he's young, right? And so this is why veterans are important, right? Because they'll teach you the path that they know what it takes to be disciplined in this in this organization because they know all the distractions that come with it. You see what I'm saying? And this is why you need a shepherd. And this is why you need someone that's really gonna come in your life and really gonna tell you to tell you the truth. And that's why I say Coach Ashley, man, like I said, Coach Ashley, you know, he was truthful about every word that he said. Like because at first I'm sitting here like, man, like we gonna go to China, we gonna do this, and we gonna play 8 games, 9 games. You know what I'm saying? And listen, not only that we played games, we ate good. You know, and that was the main thing.
Hell yeah.
Man, listen, when I tell you you gonna eat, let me tell you something. Look, they gonna feed you some fruit. I had some dragon fruit. Some I had that they had some octopus tentacles over there. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
I didn't touch that. You know, I didn't touch. I tried to get to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I was like, I'm gonna leave that alone. But I stuck with the the rice and the and I tried that McDonald's and all that. You know, it had it's all right, but like I said, the food good though. You gonna eat good. That's all I gotta say. You gonna eat and you
Hey,
gonna have plenty of coffee. You gonna have some
come,
good. They got some good coffee in your room, boy. They
come
got
on.
this little thing. What it called? It's in like a little packet, man. Look, that don't come in handy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
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 So, man, like I said, man, man, Coach Ashley, like I said, I just want to tell everybody while I'm on this broadcast, it's like, man, I really thank you. You know, and like I said, I know you hear it from me a lot, and I like I said, I'm not ashamed to say it that I thank you for giving me opportunity, and not only me, but also the other players, and also dealing with other players' um attitude because I remember we down there and we were dealing with, man, I was like, man, why are you acting like that? Don't you know, coach? Like, don't you know this is a blessing right here? You know what I'm saying? Like, people talking, like some people don't see. That's why I said, you can be good as all you want, but if you're not coachable, it's gonna be kind of real hard. It's like, don't no man want no man that does this right here. You know what I'm saying? Men like men that can listen. You know what I'm saying? And no man on this earth is perfect. So when you talk to a man that's been through the trenches, that's done the things that you done, and he knows where you're trying to go to, and yet you talking to him crazy. I think you done lost your mind. To be honest with you, because don't you know that you can really get sent home. You know what I'm saying? Like, coaches would send players from overseas to home, just like that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so like I said, like I said, I've seen a lot, and I just seen a lot of players, lose their blessings because they know how to take criticism. Basketball taught me how to take criticism even at my job. Like at my job, I'm able to take, hey Tumblin, you need to be on time. Hey Tumblin, what you dress with? I'm able to take criticism in front of people to a certain extent. Now, so like I said, basketball taught me, like I said, how to take criticism. Was for a coach, somebody tell you, hey, well, what you good at, what you not good at, it does hurt you. But you know what I'm saying? But the truth will set you free. You know what I'm saying? So
It's about how you look at that too. You got to
Right.
look at it like that.
that truth. So
If somebody tell you the truth, you got to analyze, and look at yourself. Hold on, is this me, or is it not?
yeah, that part, yeah. So that's why I said, but Coach Ashley though, his he has a peculiar eye. For him to be like, he's very quiet. He doesn't do much talking. You know, um, he pretty much like he has a certain team. Like he allowed us to play within a system. He has a system, and I work in the system. And I tell everybody, I said, man, like even when I play in these little leagues, 30 up leagues, I say, man, I play in the system. You know what I'm saying? We just playing freelance balls. I said, man, we need a system, man, because I like to play a role and I master my role. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm good at what I do at my job. even as a father, I know how to play my role.
Look, you like you just said, you know how to play your role and you know how to go eat.
Right.
Okay, that's the key. A lot of these cats don't understand that, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody can eat.
Yeah.
Everybody can
Everybody
eat.
can.
That's the motherfucking slogan. We can all eat, but some of you motherfuckers so
They miss it.
goddamn greedy.
Hold
Yeah.
on, hold on. Key word, what you just said right there, bro. I just got the chills. Hallelujah. Listen, you
Excuse my
said that.
language too. Excuse my language.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
working
you
on
though.
it.
It gets to you. Look. The key word you said, we all eat. The, most people want you to eat at their table. Oh, I got you. Here you go. Like they want you to ask for me when they can. When basically you can say, here, let me help you. When you can do it yourself. Like share the ball. Like we're selfish. That's why I say that when you go overseas, you'll notice they share the ball. They
Team, it's
moving.
called team ball.
Yes.
Team
Exactly.
ball.
And
Yeah.
I ain't never seen them argue when I'm over there. I may have seen them complain a little bit, whatever. They be like, who they do? You don't know what they're talking about, but you know something about to go down. So you over there and I'm just sitting here just looking at, like I said, I'm very observant. I'm looking at like even like just the culture wise, just even outside, how they get together and most of those players are married. I'm gonna talk about that. Like I said, it's deep. Like I said, I've been look. When I tell you, I was down there really observing. Like most of the players down there are already married, so you gotta understand. Like us people, like we don't have that. So that's why we're selfish because we're trying to still, find our way in this world as
Focus
Black
on the wrong
Americans.
things.
Right. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what it
And that was
is.
me at the time. And that's why I said I have to admit that. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to find my way in this world. And so like when you ain't got nothing, right? You ain't got no stability in your life, and you're dependent on basketball. And so at some point you do develop some type of, like, well, I gotta go get it. I gotta go eat. You know what I mean? So that's why I said that it's good to have people in your corner, so like, so you won't have a selfish mentality. You know what I mean? Some people have a great support system where they don't
There it
have to.
is.
Yeah, there you go. Now you see where I'm going.
Yeah,
That's why I
there it
say it's a
is.
psychologically. See, basketball is psychological. I had to know that because a lot of times I can shoot good, but my mind was somewhere else. I'm feeling like, dang, if I don't get a contract, man, then where I'm gonna go? What I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I spent so much money and investing in this. When I get home, dang, I ain't got no opportunity. I'm done with college. I ain't trying to work for no job. I ain't trying to work in no warehouse job. I ain't trying to work at no McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? That's embarrassing. And so that's why I said this is very important for people to listen, because
No doubt.
um, I've talked to certain other players, and just not, just personally, and just hear them like, man, well, what do you think, like after basketball, they ain't know what to do, they ain't know, so that's why we work so hard in the gym, and that's why a lot of players get down and they get hurt when they don't get that opportunity, or to get that foot through the door. And then now in the years you see other players getting that opportunity and they doing good, and now you getting jealous. You know what I'm saying?
Come
Just so
on.
we have, that's really what's going on, and that's why I want to tell the people, that's striving for that dream, let them know that, listen, it's not, sometimes it's not about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will say this. I wish I had more God. I wish I was walking in God's way than my way. I was praying, I say my grace. However, I wasn't really walking diligently. I was still lusting out
Right,
here.
right. But
You
you
know,
know what? You learned the way. So
yes, yes,
you
yes,
feel me? You learned the
yes,
way. And at the end of the day, it's all an experience because you're able to
yes.
look back at things and then, share that with another young brother because we are
Amen.
here to serve. That's what we're here
Amen.
for.
Yeah.
There
We
you
gotta
go. Now
share.
you get it. Yeah, yes, we're here
Yeah,
to serve.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
That,
Yes,
that
you
that's the
are.
key word tonight. Key
Yep.
Yes,
word.
sir.
You
Yep.
We're here
know
to
what you
serve, not to be served, but we're here to serve.
here
That's
to
right.
serve. Yeah,
That's right.
that's what we lost sight of.
Yeah.
You know, the focus has been too much on, you know, we're gonna get outside the subject, but it's about money at the end of the day
Yeah,
for most cats.
Yep.
You know?
yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Provide
Yeah,
for your family. You know,
yeah.
and
But
coach had his wife. I mean, coach, you had your wife. Listen, when I tell you, look, I said, man, look, this I was saying, this gonna be, look. I had someone say, look, I'm saying, coach, you had your wife, you know what I'm saying, your family up there, you know, and she would give a word or two, you know, when we getting out of line, you know. And so I use basketball as a bridge to get where I needed in life. You know, I love basketball though. It helped me as a man. It helped me shape. It helped shape my character. You see, life is about character. God, you know. So if you don't have a certain type of character about yourself, it's gonna be kind of hard to dwell in this world. And so, you know, just me seeing Coach bring his family up there, I'm like, man, I want to do something like that too. You know, I want to be able to bring my wife and be able to do these things and show her. You know, like that's a blessing. You know, and sometimes people can't see the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? You know, they too focused on the lesser things and not focus on the
oh,
bigger things. And
oh
so, and I
man,
think that will help a lot of people in relationships as well. Like if you focus on the negative thing, right? You steady focus on the negative thing, but why don't you focus on the thing that you know that brought you back together? You know, even with you know like basketball. I have to remember because, like I said, I felt Coach Ashley for a moment. Like I lost the passion, desire for basketball. You know, because I began to like after I had my son and everything, you know, and I got close to the, you know, and the Holy Spirit hit me. I was like, man, this. I was like Mike Tyson. I was like, man, I ain't got no heart for it no more. You know, I ain't got no feel for it no more. Like because my mind, I was like, my mindset a little different. You know, when I hoop, it's about fellowship. If I can't pray with you, you know, before the game, you know, like even during the game, you know, you see me when I was in overseas, I was praying in the middle of the court.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that I did do at first. You know, even in my college games, I did do that. You know, and that's something I wish I did. You know, that I prayed in the middle of the court to show the Lord that I thank you, right? But like I said, the the main message here that I want to, you know, really conclude is that put God, you can't play with him because you know he'll make you break your finger, you know, have a torn ligament, you know, you'll have
yeah.
certain injuries, you
He'll
know,
sit
I'm
you down.
serious, you know,
Yeah,
uh,
he'll sit you down, make you learn something.
yeah, he'll do that. You know, just I say, well, last year, man, I was playing the league and my back went out after I dunked. Right, I had dunked the ball. Right, I'm 33 years old. Right, but I'm thumping the ball and my back went out and I thought I wasn't gonna move ever again. My back was out for a week. I couldn't get up at all, and I said, Lord, I do better. And he said, all right. And then you know I got my back. So 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 like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
like I said, you know, we can, you know, most people, if you notice that a lot of NBA players, you know, they have tattoos about God, right? You notice that coming out how God is this and God is love, and they talk about you know, you see in the NBA draft how they cry about they thank about God, and you know, it's real, man. It's real, and that's what's most important. These kids need to have is that it's never gonna grow unless God is in it. It's never gonna grow. You know, if you're not able to pray, you know, in the huddle, you know what I'm saying, after the game, you know, or before the game, you know. I mean, all that's important. Like when I was with Coach Ashley, that's all I did is pray, talk about God. That's the reason why we are here where we are right now, because of the relationship that we have with God, to be honest with you. And so like I said, man, you know what I'm saying, basketball was a bridge. You know what I'm saying? I believe God used, see, we use basketball to get what we need, but God used basketball to connect us together. And that's why I say it's called fellowship. You know what I mean? That's why I'm on my ship. That's why we call relationship, leadership, sonship, worship. You see what I'm saying? I'm on a ship, and and like to be able to play against different men. Because in my mind, I'm thinking like, man, I was just the only coldest person in the world at the time. You know what I'm saying? When you growing up, you know what I'm saying? You thinking that you got these skills, you think like, man, I'm cold. But then you see somebody come give you 20 or double, you kind of got a humble check. You know what I mean? And so seeing these other people that got skills and got talent, that let you know that, man, that there are other people out here that can shoot the ball and also dunk the ball. And so that's why I said, man, it's amazing to see, just to see our race, just to see people, you know what I'm saying, tying into basketball. Like it's amazing to see how the evolution of basketball, you know,
Mhm.
how it's growing. You know what I'm saying? You know, like me learning the fundamentals of basketball now is amazing. Like if I knew what I knew now, I probably would have been a better person.
Yep. Better in a lot of things, you know, because it
Yeah,
teaches
because
you
I didn't understand the
a lot of
fundamentals until I
things.
got older now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you know, pick like I love pick and roll, but it just learning that, man, it's true. Just learning, just being patient with the ball. You know what I'm saying? And so and mainly having that confidence. I believe that a coach, I believe, like I said, I believe, man, confidence is everything. Believing in your teammate, you know, like coach, man, you really believe
Believing
in
in
me.
yourself, believing in everything
Man,
that you do, man. All
man,
that,
man.
bro. You
Coach,
know, that's
coach
what it
believe in
is,
me,
man.
man.
Um,
So,
look, I'm at work, y'all.
I know you.
I'm at late night with all these kids running around, but I appreciate the invite. We're gonna
yes,
do this
sir.
again.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We will, most definitely.
So you guys have a good one, man, and we can get on some other subjects as well, man. So y'all be easy, and I'm gonna get at you, Ash.
Okay.
Yep.
All right,
Appreciate
all right,
you.
bro.
Oh, you already
Yep.
know. Yeah, going good. My bad, going good. Ballaholic was trying to get on. He just texted me. But yeah, no, I mean, and like I said, in all of it, what I heard or what I see or know is you're talking about growth. You're talking about um, part of when we first met to the second time, understanding when I talk about a system, being able to realize, like say, what was working or opportunity. And I remember that was one of my things with yourself and with a lot of players where I'm like, the system. There's a reason why there's a system. You know what I mean? There's a reason why I need y'all to buy into the system or play within the system because that was something that God had to show me was like structure. That's basically what it
Right,
is. The structure, you
right,
need structure and order, uh, in a sense, all the way, everywhere, all parts in your life. You know what I mean? On the court, off the court. And so that is the blessing in it all from day one to where we at now to even how it translated into us being fathers, into being men, into you know what I mean
yeah,
every area. You know what I
yeah,
mean, and that's the part. Like you said, the other part is somewhat experience, or the not the experience, but yeah, the opportunity. So the when you go overseas, and a lot of the guys that have went you can never that experience. If you ain't never came out of your town, if you ain't never went out of the country, and when you go to somewhere else and you visit something, and you see how big the world is, and
you
just how
know yourself. What?
right,
Yes.
you know what I mean. And that's one of the blessings that I really enjoy or I like about everything that we have or that has been going on. Is like I said, like G was saying, it's about serving. God laid on my heart to serve, and that's what He made me to do. Does is it easy all the time? Something no, you know,
No.
because you get down just when you begin to, in a sense, as the word say, walk by fight or walk by faith or and not by sight. You know what I mean? You start to look at things like you said. I mean, I'm going all over the world, but then I go back what you would consider low income housing. You know what I mean? And you got eviction notice, and you're figuring out how you're going to pay this and how you're going to do that. But you're giving people chances, you know, opportunities, and serving them and pouring into their lives. And you don't really have a lot of people, or very few, that's pouring in yours. You know what I mean? And so that's why all of this is encouraging, even for myself. You know what I mean? It's bigger than just, this is not about ratings. It's not about trying to get the views up or nothing like that. It's really that God can be seen and he can be known. You know what I mean? In a sense,
Yes.
when you look at
Yes.
the and you look at the opportunity. So, like your words, everybody, it's humbling to hear and it's encouraging because it's one of those where I'm like, God, I don't. As far as you say, money can't buy what has happened in your life, what has happened in Jesus' life, what B Hop, all of these guys that y'all know that we can call that is going to come on and throughout all the shoot all over the world. And that's the other thing, folks. Like a lot of people. Why is because it was serving. It was actually wanting them to say, "Hey, this is what God called me to do." You know what I mean? Like I always give my testimony and say, I was sitting in church. You know what I mean? When somebody came and said, "You're going to start a business," and
Right.
that business was this basketball program. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And here it is over a decade, and I'm doing it, especially after the pandemic. That's how I knew
Yeah.
it was God because it was like
Mhm.
I was done, and me being done, it was more or less what folks got to understand too. I was married, and my first commitment or responsibility is my household. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yes.
in that is what was going on was the fact that, man, there was things in my household that needed to be taken care of.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so basketball, I could care less about. I don't care who
Mhm.
I am and where I'm going, and
That's
you
what. Yes.
that's what happened in 2020. Things went, yes, pandemic shut down, but I left and I retired because it was my house that I was trying to save, and you know what I mean, and that was my
Right.
focal point. And
Sure. Sure.
you know what I mean? Oh, you get it. And then so to come back where boom, God was like, all right, here we are. That's what I'm using now. You know what I mean? This is the same thing, same mission. And so it's just humbling to be able to hear stories and the impact that God has used myself, the program, you know, to bless folks all over the world and encourage y'all, and y'all encourage me. So that's that thing where I just say thank you. I mean, it's what, like 11? What time is it in Memphis? 12? You
Yeah. About 11:05. Yeah.
know, so for you to be on, that speaks value. You know what I mean? I call people all over 9, 11, 9 hour difference, 8 hour difference, two, whatever it is. And they're like, yo, coach, what's up? You know what I mean? We're
Right.
just on and let's do it. And so that's my thing. That's why I said I'm not worried about trying to sell tours or trying to sell anybody this and that or try to get over on people. You know what I mean? Because there's so much I'm held accountable by God. You know what I mean? So that's where
Right.
my focal point is, and my commitment to make sure that whatever this life that He gives me, that it brings Him glory. You know what I mean? And even with the team. So, man, I like I say, appreciate you. You already know because we talk. Like I said, we talk offline. We still talk offline. Talk a
Mhm.
lot, like I said, about the things of God, being able to pray and to like say cry. That's why I'm not ashamed. You know what I mean? All my guys, y'all know I broke down here and there,
Man.
and I
Yes.
do that, and y'all can do that as well. And that's what makes the Admiral brand so special, is because of the fact that we are literally like for real family like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
it's bigger than
I if you notice that uh your brand helped a lot of young men in their milestones as far as like in that family wise, like Wani, he has more family than me,
yeah,
Big Pat, he ended up having a son, I think daughter, I believe. Or what's name, Wani ended up having a child too. So it's like that's what it was about. It's about building. Like I said, basketball was a bridge for us to get where we needed, in life, because that's something that you can't do forever. It's just a skill. It's just something that you're just good at. However, though, um, you know, now, not to say that that you don't love the game,
Right.
right? Meaning that like I love to compete.
Oh yeah.
I love to go down there, and when God said, "Oh man, you can't hold me," oh okay, and I just smile, I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? The little laugh, like, oh, okay, man, yeah, okay. Or shoot the ball, play, play defense, and then, give you my best deed, then you give me your best offense, and then you still make the shot. And I'm like, man, good shot. I'm able to still tell you, hey, man, good shot. You know what I mean? And then I come back, hey, get back on D. You know what I'm saying? Like that play was over with. So basketball teaches you that for me, it has taught me, I say, I ain't gonna say this, it just teaches you, but basketball has taught me and conditioned me in a way where I can relate to people. And also not like when I turn the ball over or when I make a mistake, I know that, make up for it. I know that these things gonna happen. So that's how it is in life. I didn't play basketball for since I was a kid, and yet I still make mistakes in basketball. So by me understanding that, then I'm like, well, it's something that I love to do. It's something I've been doing for so long time, and I still ain't perfected it,
Yeah.
right? So, I had to get into that mindset where like, nothing's gonna be perfect. That's why I say God. That's why you said, why you call me good? Only God is good.
Facts. Facts.
Nobody's good. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I say it's the mindset. Things. That's why I said I feel like there's a lot of ball players are where they are right now because where they at in their standing with the Lord. So um, I think it's very important. In the locker room, on the bus, in your home together. Um, but like I said, Coach Ashley, like I said, to tell everybody, if they're young, young youth out there that trying to get to the next level, Coach Ashley is your man. He is the guy that
Appreciate you.
will give you that opportunity to showcase, the showmanship, right? So that ship again, the showmanship, your skills, right? And also, but when you do take the opportunity, not just from Coach Ashley, but from other people, when you do take the opportunity, um, just make sure that especially when you're going overseas, look at the people, look at the culture, um, look at where you at, and understand that, man, that's a blessing, and take it from there, and then it come back to where you at. It's gonna be kind of hard to kind
Yeah.
of you know you know fit in society with what you already know, because the food is different from out there than from here. Um, the way they talk is different. The way they drive is different.
Yeah. Every,
You know, um, it's just that's why I said we as people we have to learn how to be more humble because people grow up differently, and so you got to treat people with respect. And I just feel like people, in this society don't treat people with respect. And that's why a lot of people not reaching their goals. And I tell people, I said, man, I live my dream.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I live not your dream, but my dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is my dream. I did what I wanted to do. Yeah, I don't have $1 million. Yeah, I don't have all the shoes. That's something that I did desire. I desire just to play ball and and get to school and actually have a family. Like I was a simple person. I didn't desire all that. You know what I'm saying? And so um and that's why I tell people, stop trying to get in other people's business or way, what I'm saying? Like it's your dream, like it's yours, what I'm saying? What do you want to do? And I did what I wanted to do. You can check me all day, but I did what I wanted to do. I'm just now my job is to give back and
Yeah.
tell the truth, of why I had the opportunity. And I have to be honest about that of why I had the opportunity. I might not be in the NBA, I might not be in front of somebody else's broadcast. But to be honest with you, I'm glad I'm on this broadcast. I'm on, coach broadcast. I'm glad I'm not on Kevin Garnett's broadcast. Right now I'm on coach broadcast. So like I said, and that's from the heart. That's a respect. And so, like I said, I can really say that, like I said, shout out to Memphis Line as well, for the opportunity.
Yep.
But also shout out to the Admirals. Shout out to God, and shout out to the people that also watching this, and also uh gave me the opportunity, to say, say my words. Like I said, Coach, I thank you really for the opportunity. Um, like I said, I didn't know what I was gonna say because I had a lot to say, but like till now. So, because man, it's like God's been really good. And I had my downs. Like I said, I got a 5-year-old. He's autistic, right? So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
so, and that's like one of the most important things in my life is my son. You know what I mean? Love my son. I take him to the games with me, and try to teach him how to play ball, and all that. So life is a puzzle, man, and that's what it's all about, just giving back, and seeing the younger people, do the things that you could do, saying what you were doing, saying like, man, boy, you remind me. You know what I mean? Boy, you remind me back in the day, what I'm saying? You clapping and for joy for them, and all that hard work, running up those stairs, suicides, and man, let me tell you something. The process of basketball, I don't think people understand. Uh, like, like, um, like just imagine, like, I have to tell people like the process of basketball. Like, think about this: you competing against thousands of people in the city to play on a basketball team and get a scholarship.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like for you to be selected and then for you to get a scholarship to pay for your school. That's a blessing, right?
It is.
And there goes that ship again. You see scholarship. You know what I'm saying? Life's a ship, man. I'm trying to tell you. Then you got then you and then like I tried to try for the D League trial too before after I got out of college. I tried out, and like I said, life is a vesting. I'm saying? God gonna test you. Like I said, before I even got to where I was, before I even got my, before I even got my scholarship, I had to prove myself to the Lord that I really wanted it. I was running in the summertime. I didn't have no coach to coach me. I didn't have nobody to pay $30,000 or $20 a session. Man, after I got out work, I went straight to running at the park by myself. I had my MP3 player on in my head. I listened to one song. I can't tell you one song. That song I was listening to. You know what I'm saying? How much I'm like, damn, I ain't soft ass nigga. But we'll give a later. But yeah, I had that one song, and that one song just kept me going. And I was actually living in a hotel. You
Oh,
know
wow.
what I'm saying? So that's why I said it's like my struggle kind of made me, at the time, and that's why I was like I said, I was so strong minded at the time, and that's why I said I admire people's struggles. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's why I be gentle with a lot of people because when you think that you're the only one going through it, you ain't the only one. Like, and I used to hear, and I used to see other people's struggles and what they've been through and all that. I'm like, man, like I just be like, man, like can't nobody feel me, you know what I'm saying? Like because they ain't been through what I've been through. But then you actually hear other people's, struggles and what they've been through. You like, dang, like so you were drawing well from this, but somebody got a bigger well than you. So the best way to draw strength is love. Young men, don't try to, work out to flex in front of people. That's not true strength. True strength is when you conquer the man inside of you. That's true strength. That's the reason why I didn't work out a lot. Cause I just be like, man, well, that's not true strength. Cause you got a lot of people that have a lot of strength, but they destroying themselves. What good is it to have strength, but you know, you're not I told myself, what good is it for me to have these muscles, and all these skills, and yet I'm not able to help it outside of court,
Right.
and so that's why I said it's about the character of the person, the integrity of the person, your dignity, me striving for my goal, dream. I remember like, hey, I wasn't telling anybody that, hey, I had an opportunity to go to China.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I kept it a secret. I posted until I got there. People like, dang, you in China? I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, how you get that gig? Dang, put me on, fool. Put me on, bro.
Yeah.
These are people that that talk bad about me. I'm for real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They didn't believe in me.
Yep.
So that's why I said, like, God used me,
Yes. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, to show people like, listen, I love this man.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, God don't play no about me.
Yeah.
Do not talk down about me. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, God really did that for me. Like, real talk. Like, God did that for me. And sometimes I made myself. I'm more harder on myself than anybody. So God really put that door for me, and put his hand in there, and for me to to go down there, and then twice, what I'm saying, to go down there and experience, you know, just the culture, like I said, I talk about the culture a lot, just the basketball program too as well, you know, their 3-point line a little farther than United States, um, I said, I just want the young men to know, like I said, I'm real. I live in Memphis. I'm a normal person. I done been through struggles. I've been homeless. I've been, I done been through it. But yet God has been in my corner because I have believed in the Lord. I just wish I walked a little better. And I just want y'all young men to, just start putting God first, and He'll give you desires of your heart. You can't have no dream unless you with God. Your dream is not gonna be successful unless you got God in your life. Period.
Yeah.
It is not gonna work. It's not. He will take everything from you. Your dream, your family, everything, if you don't put Him first. And that's my whole message right there. And that's what He did for me. I didn't put Him first, and He took everything from me. And so some people are not gonna say it, but then I have to say it.
Yeah.
He took it away from me, because I didn't know. I was belligerent, I didn't understand these things until I started reading my word. And then that's when my game started getting better, right? I started getting more patience, right? You know what I mean? I started being in my element, And so, um, gotta read your word, Jim. You gotta read your word, Jim, because you work so hard in that gym, and you sacrificing those club days, and and all that, just to get this opportunity, and then you don't get your foot in the door. You wonder why it ain't working, because, man, you ain't even read it. You ain't put God first at all. You putting everything before God, and this is the truth.
Yep. No,
And
that
this
is.
is something that most people, they know this, but sometimes they're too ashamed to tell you. But like I said, I ain't ashamed to tell you, because it's true. you know. God has blessed me. Like, I like karate movies, so I watch It Man. And I got the opportunity to go down there and learn some karate moves down there with It Man descendants. Like, what are the chances of that? Like, they actually interviewed me. That they were trying to get me to speak in Chinese, like that. I did the best I could. You seen the video when I posted on the Facebook. I was trying my best. Man, I'm trying my best to recite those words, but I gave, I did what I could. But it's like I said, it's a journey. It's like One Piece. It's a journey. That's it. It's just a journey. It's not the destination. It's just a journey. Just like what we're doing right now. Who would have thought that you and I would be doing this right here?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so it's just a journey, gentlemen. It's just a journey. That's all. It's never the destination. So enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? While you can, while you have the opportunity, make friends as you can, like while you playing ball, because those are things that's gonna that those are things that's gonna help you, when you get older. That's gonna be good medicine for your bones, where you can be able to call and talk and talk about the good days, and then come together and meet up, family reunion, all that, that's what's really important. You don't want to, you notice that a lot of NBA players they had beef, but they don't got beef no more. They shake up, they shake hands. And
Right.
you don't want that in your heart. No, gotta have forgiveness. If you ain't got forgiveness and you trying to play ball, it's not gonna work. I didn't have forget, I didn't have that.
Yeah.
A lot of us got forgiveness and unforgiveness in our heart, and you could be hurt the team.
Yeah.
Because when you hurt, everybody else is hurt. So
This is
just make sure that, man, y'all not disrespecting the team. Like doing a team, don't hurt your teammate. Don't be trying to talk to your teammate, girl. Don't talk down about them. These are very important. These are very important. This is what's gonna help you win a championship if you're talking about taking to that next level. That's all I'm gonna say on that, man. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
no,
Woo.
like I said, appreciate you really speaking your heart. You know what I mean? Like I know you. You know what I mean? We know each other. I know some of your story in which you share with me, and I watch you grow, and that's the blessing. Uh, both of us, have grown from 2000 and like 15, 16 or whatever. All right,
Mhm.
before then, and then once we hit the court, and it was like I said, bigger than basketball. And here it is. Like I say, I always tell people, once the ball stops, you know what I mean? Because the reality, the
Mhm.
hard reality, and what you're speaking on is, a lot of folks don't want to talk about God or anything like that. But when it's all said and done,
It's all
you,
about him.
yeah, it's all about Him. You know what I mean? And so to watch you go from where you were at, and just to pour into you, and just to watch you now, just to love, you know what I mean, and how you stand on it. You know what I mean? You stand on it and you speak on it with you're unashamed about it. And so that's, like I said, is the blessing when it's all said and done. And whoever God allowed to see or hear this, you know what I mean, in your story. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's
Yeah.
why I'm thankful to have the platform, because, like I said, we're all from different walks. We're all from different
Yeah.
places. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And like I said, we're both from Memphis. And that was the thing too. I'm like, I gotta. I just a little 9 months I was there. I'm like, woo! I tell people we really like that. you know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
This really like that. There's no what they say. All the statistics is real like that. You
Right.
know, what I mean? And so to survive or to be in that kind of environment, that's a different mindset. It's a you know what I mean. It's a lot of things that go on, and but for God to keep you through it all, and to give you opportunity to, like I said, go overseas and be a spokesperson for other people to see that there's hope. If you was able to do it, I can
Yeah.
do
Man, listen, that's why this is very, very important. That's why I keep the videos on my page, because I want people to see, like, man, this guy, like, man, like this guy, they might look at me and be like, man, this ain't no way this guy did it, and I'm autistic, right? Most people don't know that I'm autistic. And
it.
so I just want to inspire some of the people that think less of themselves, right? And because a lot of us don't have a lot of father figures. I had my father figures with my coaches, and so that's why one, it was like a good father figure to you. You know what I'm saying? He look up to you.
Yeah,
And so I was a little jealous of that, you know, because I know how important it is to have a relationship with, you
yeah,
know, um, with your father. And so, I like I said, man, having that relationship, man, um, it's important. That's why having a relationship with my son is important. I don't care what it is. If we gotta sing, baby shark do all day. You know what I'm saying? We gonna sing all day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important to have the relationship
It
with
really
with
is.
and that's what it's about, teaching. Because they don't know that. So, and that's what it's about. For me, teaching respect. Like how can I still show respect after I'm trying to go out here and win. I realize, like, when I'm praying, I don't pray for a win
Yeah,
because the other teams want to pray for a win. So
right.
like, I'm just, like I said, I'm just, there's so much I want to say, but I just hope that people would take it in consideration, account that what I'm the message, what I'm trying to tell them. What I'm saying? It's just that how you go about things. Like, like when I pray, I say, Lord, can you help me, be the person that 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 I've been practice, that I've been practicing on, like my jump shot. He helped me with my anxiety because most people can't play with a lot of people watching them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That anxiety build up, you take about two dumps at the end, before you get on that court, everybody hitting that toilet, so you get on that court and the folks just start cheering and and yelling and all that, and then man, but once that first shot go in, boy, it's on it popping. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, just to, I have to, tell them, like, I know all the feeling. I know all the emotions. I experienced it. I experienced the anxiety. I experienced. There were times that I was nervous, but I didn't show it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm here. I'm here. So yes, sir. I was out there nervous. But I played it off well. Like I got it. But this is how you got. This is how you got to do it. You gotta go out there and act like you know, but you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So.
the real talk. I
Yeah.
mean, that's like I said, the biggest thing of it all. I mean, man, it's great to just catch up. We haven't talked in a minute. You know what I mean? Like you said, um, yeah, I'm just excited and thankful to still be here and to still be able to offer opportunities now to now tell your story. You know what I mean? So it was like, okay, not only boom, give me your opportunity to play basketball, but the most important, if you go back to the word, it says not only by the blood of the lamb, but the word of your testimony. You know what I mean? Many are kept or
Psalms
set.
119. Yes.
And so this is what it is. You're sharing your testimony. If somebody's looking like said you spoke on folks, listen, you said you're autistic. You had to end up having a son who's
Right.
autistic. Now
Yes.
had to learn how to deal with all not only that, but he was homeless. You know what I mean? You think of the struggles and the things that you had to overcome and still,
Yeah.
you know, a normal that's the evidence that God is present or he's using you because of the fact that we can't do this by ourselves. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And
No.
that's I watch, like I said, we talk about, Wani, Lonnie, and Pat, all of these guys. When I look at all y'all and I see, because I'm about to say, I don't think none of y'all really had kids when I met y'all. You know what I mean?
We
And,
had no kids, man.
you
I
know,
had no kids.
and so it was like me playing like more than one role, not just a coach, but then as like you said, a father figure. Because I had a
Right.
family, I had kids, and how what does it look like? So I have to be an example on and off the court. You know what I mean? And now to see y'all, you know, being fathers and loving your families, like for me, I won. You know what I mean? It's not about like say, oh, you're making millions and this and that. No, you know what I mean? As men, y'all are there in your kids' lives and you raising them up and you speaking it to the next generation now. Because all of
Right.
I see, all of y'all working with the youth, which is once again is a blessing because it's like, okay, in a sense, my role or my job, I did it, you know what I mean? And I'm still able to be a part of your life even to this day. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like I said, thank you. Yeah, we're ready to get off almost 2 hours. We've been out this bug,
Getting late.
wanted to I just know God is just going to use this how He see fit. You know what I mean? The people who needs to hear it, and He's going to at some point, if it's not right now, because it's going to be up on our page, uh, and it's just going to be, and it's not going to be the last conversation. You know what I mean? This is just the first of many as I'm getting back started because I know Ballaholic, that's my guy. He has a testimony. And that's the thing. That's what I really love. All of them be like, man, let me tell you why, you know what I mean? I rock with Coach and the Admirals because it's not basketball. Yeah, basketball is great. I have all these opportunities, but it's bigger than basketball. You know what I mean? And so the end game, like I said, for any coach, it should be about their player, not about wins and losses. It should be the building up, you know what I mean? And pouring into their players, young men, young women, whatever it is. Like for myself, I'm blessed to be able to. I've been coaching on both sides, you know what I mean, at all levels, and so I think
I most definitely want the kids, man. Some of the kids that understand that, man, the the benefits that comes with being on a team, with your players, especially when you're traveling, the bonding you get, the video, like there's a video of me and was it Jeff? We was on the bus and we were doing the Mabu challenge. Yeah. You, do you remember that? We did the Mabu challenge, you know what I'm saying? Jeff was doing the little dance. And we were like, oh, yeah, I gotta show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you. Man, that Jeff, I laugh at that joint every time. Jeff is a character. When I tell you, Jeff is a character, man. Look, we were doing the Mabu challenge on the bus. I don't know, we was on our way somewhere, I guess, to the gym. And we was on, man, we did the Mabu challenge on the bus, and the girls and people were looking at us while we were doing the Mabu challenge on the bus. We were so turned on that bus.
we had a lot of fun, and that's what
Man,
I can say. We had a lot of fun. Jeff's supposed to be on in a few days. I'm gonna have him. He's overseas.
yeah. And
Too.
then you got his contract. Like Jeff had a contract, so you know what I'm saying. So I like it was. People can't say like, excuse me, yeah, like like when Jeff had the opportunity, to play for a team, I was really happy for him. You
Yeah.
know, I was really happy that he was able to go out there and really hoop. Like this guy was out there doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it was a blessing. I mean, amazing for me to see Jeff live his dream, and I'm like, and me to see it, and me to
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like, like where he came from, you
Yeah.
know, and for me not to be jealous,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Me
true.
to be happy and say, what, I'm happy for you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Congratulations. You know what I mean? And so, just for me, just to say that because back then, like most players when you don't have what you have, it's kind of hard to support other people. You know what I
Right.
mean? You know what I mean? So, um, like I said, and the only reason why I was able to support him in that way because of the relationship I had with you. You know what I'm saying? Was just that you helped us. You gave us an opportunity. What more could a man do? You know what I'm saying? A man, a man dude that he started his brand and he came to Memphis. You know what I mean? Most people, like you came to Memphis. Let's talk about that. You came to Memphis. Gosh, man. You know what I'm saying? So you came to Memphis and then you came to Memphis Lions. Like you didn't come to no Memphis Tigers or you know what I'm saying? Or no, you came to Memphis Lions. So it's just like and now I say it's like it's too wonderful to even to even try to put it together. Just like Lord, I just thank you. You know what I'm saying? Just too much. Like wow, Lord, like, how did you orchestrate that? So
Right.
all glory to the Most High. Like I said, put God first in your life, gentlemen. Don't let this holy godly thing fool you. You know what I'm saying? Because I will give it to you in the court. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. Most people think like, well, I talk about God, or it's gonna nah, man, when the Lord gave me strength, some of my jump shots be because the Lord put it in there. And I just like, Lord, he did that with him. I ain't gonna say nothing though. Yeah, man, it's real, man. So but I mainly enjoy the louds, man. Like the louds, from the for my teammates, and also the kids that I was able to, meet them. You got them kids in there, and they like 14 years old in college. How you doing? And be able to see, just to know that how important, like how important that we are. Like in America, we don't think that that we're like that. But when you go overseas, you're like that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying? You are somebody. And that's why I said that I want people just to wake up and get it out of themselves. So and I just feel like also it came with a sacrifice. You know what I mean? Like what we know, more people don't understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when I look at people, when I look at players, I just be like, man, you just don't know. You know what I mean? So it's like the grace that I give them. It's like, man, you don't know. You don't know. You know, and like if I see a kid that's working hard and playing hard, I say, it might be a place for you. But if your attitude has to be in check. You can't thinking that you better than this or you belittling somebody. And that's the whole thing about, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. I say I'm gonna stop, but that's it. That's right there. It's already late. It's 1:39. It's about to be 1 o'clock. Whew. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
I appreciate you, Memphis, for jumping on it. And of course, like I said, we're gonna do this again. We're just getting started. I think this is you're actually the second show that we've actually recorded on with this system here. So as we're learning and building and growing, gonna have you back and gonna talk more. I want to do follow-ups. What's going on? I will come back. I have plans on coming back to Memphis. You know what I mean? Not to say to live, but I started something with my brother. A business, and shout out to my brother Mike. You know what I mean? Who held me down when I was in town.
Coach, my phone's on 1%, so if it's
So
going down, it's gonna fall down. So I gotta let you know before I do it. I just checked. It's on
yeah,
1%.
okay, 1%. So we're going. So yep. Shout out to my family back in Memphis, and like I said, my brother Mike, who helped me to get back to where I'm at now. So I will be back to Memphis soon, or Lord willing, as everything keep going, I'll be back and hopefully get more opportunities. But once again, love you, bro. Until next time, Street
Sure,
Ball
man.
Pro.
Love you too, Coach. I love you. Thank you for having me on the show. Man, this 1% is real powerful, man. I tell you about that one.
All right, family. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Coach. Love you, bro.
Love you too, man.